Okay, I'm going to go one more time because this is easier to see. So when you go forward, okay, we see the flexion in your back leg, and you can see it starting to lower itself. Okay, so you start turning here, but watch when you extend. Now you're going to, so heels off the ground, that knee is turning in, and that's when you extend your back leg. Okay? So we're trying to maintain this better position. So like right now, look at that, looks athletic, but then it breaks down. So we're trying to hold this position early and stay in that position. Okay? And we can just see that where we're driving from is not as strong a position as where we started back here. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to get you to do. Okay? And then the other thing, I talk about hip and shoulder separation. Okay? So that is relative to your back shoulder and back hip. So as we watch your back hip right now, it's going to, your back shoulder and back hip are going to move together at the same exact time. Okay? In fact, your shoulder is almost ahead of your hips right now. Okay? So our ability to turn our hips ahead of our shoulders is a huge reason why we can get velocity or we can't. So if we don't get our hips ahead of our shoulders very well, so specifically I talk about separation, it's from your back hip and back shoulder. So we want to see your back hip drive before we see your back shoulders follow it. And right now we just see your front shoulder actually almost leading it. And I see a lot of the actual rotation from your shoulders coming from this glove side just turning. Okay, so you have relied on your upper half for a lot of your ball speed and your command, and if you can teach yourself to start using your legs and relying on that to create shoulder speed, to create ball speed, you have the upper half mechanics to throw the ball significantly harder, and you have the ability to do it without your leg or your arm hurting so much. So that's my goal. I'll post one more of you next to somebody else. So to be continued.